Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff Monroe from Middlebury, working my way through the collector's tour here on the first day of elk hunting season in Utah. It's October 5th, 2024. I'm sitting with Dust Collector 19, one of the most recent ones added to the network. In the first couple of years that I had collectors of this design out in various mountain ranges in this region, and I would give talks and I would talk with people about the collectors. Invariably, they would ask me, "Well, what about snow? Don't they get covered by snow in the winter? Doesn't the snow block the dust from getting into the collector?" And I would always answer basically optimistically that I assumed they got covered with snow, and I was also assuming it really didn't make a difference. But after a couple years, I thought, I probably should check this somehow. So I needed some way to measure how long each collector was covered in snow in a given winter. And so what I did is I deployed a temperature data logger on each one of the collectors. Here's the data logger here. You might have noticed these in the videos from the other collectors. This is a little computer. It records the temperature every hour and can run for years doing this. When I come back to empty the dust, I also download the temperature data logger and I can see what was happening with the temperature. I'm not really interested in how warm or cold it was. Rather, I'm interested in the pattern of what that temperature shows me. For instance, when there's no snow cover and the sun is shining right on the black beads in the black logger, it gets really hot, suspiciously hot. And then at night, it goes way back down and is quite cold again. But as soon as this is covered by just a couple of inches of snow, then the temperature just flatlines at right around freezing. So I can look at the temperature record from the logger. I can see the duration of that flatline temperature period, and I can infer how long the sampler was covered in snow. It turns out there is a relationship between the duration of snow cover and how much dust accumulates in the collector. It's just the opposite relationship from what many, myself included, might have guessed initially. It's a positive relationship. The longer the collectors are covered with snow, the more dust they seem to accumulate. And at first, this is pretty counterintuitive, but I think it simply emphasizes how much dust there is in the snow in the first place. Every one of those snowflakes has at its core a speck of pollen or microplastic or probably a piece of dust. And if you've got lots and lots of snow piled above this collector, that's lots and lots of snowflakes. And of course, therefore, lots and lots of individual dust particles, most of which end up in the collector when the snowpack melts out. So I'm going to get to work emptying Dust 19, seeing what is accumulated since the last time I was here. I'll download the logger and see how long it was covered in snow in the past winter. Thanks to the Ashley National Forest for permission to have Dust 19 here. Thanks to you for watching. I'll see you at the next collector. And thanks again to the National Science Foundation for their support of the Dust Squared project.